Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Uche. I am a Nigerian living in Spain with my family. Yeah, guys, today I'm going to share with you some of the shocking things I experienced. Let me say the first 3 years, of living in Spain, because some of them I'm getting used to, some of them I'm not getting used to them. I'm trying to adjust, but it's hardening me. Oh, yes. So without wasting much of your time, I'll just dive right into it. Okay. Yeah.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making.
So the first thing I noticed when I came to Spain, I came on a weekday, say on Wednesday. So on Sunday, we dressed for church and we got to this massive cathedral. I must say that I think Spain has the most ancient, sophisticated cathedrals. Spain is a Catholic country, from my own understanding, because they have this massive cathedral, like very large cathedrals and ancient cathedrals. So we dress up and we went to these cathedrals. And when we got into the church, guys, I saw, let's say 10, no, they are not up to, they won't be up to 10. Say 9 old people in the church. And I was like, inside this church, then who did they build the cathedral for? Guys, Spain, where I live, they don't go to church. I'm sorry to say, but that's the fact. They don't, the young ones, they don't go to church. And to think that they have these massive buildings baffles me. So coming from a country that we have almost at least one church in every street in my country, and it's as if they are begging you to worship God there. When you come to Spain, you're gonna behave yourself. You will be you will be looking for where you can go to church, like worship God the way you're used to, but you might find it very difficult. I'm telling you, I'm laughing, but that was the reality. And the funny part of it, or the strangest part of it, is that they say the mass, because it's Catholic, they say the mass in their dialect, not even Spanish. So the only savior I had, but it didn't make any difference, was that I come from a Catholic home and my husband went to a Catholic school. So what we basically, did then was when after first reading, second reading, after the gospel, we know that we'll sit down. We're using our initiative to know when to stand and when to sit. So, but everything they say, we don't hear. Do you understand? So that was basically what we used to do that time. And the first Sunday came, just very few, like 10. And not like 40, 50 years. From 60 years, that time, maybe they want to make peace with God or something. I don't know, I'm just assuming. But I just wonder why, it's only old people that will come to church. The only time you will see young people in the church is when they want to receive Holy Communion. And like, when did you go for a catechismal class? Because then we used to go to catechismal class, before our Holy Communion and the confirmation. But this one, you will not see them in church. Then they receive Holy Communion. Or maybe there is a baptism. They want to, baptize a child. That's when you see few young people. But they don't go to church. And that was how we were managing until we were able, to see, our African Nigerian church here. And you can imagine the joy that came into our hearts when we got this church. So it was a shocker to me that they said the white people brought Christianity to us, and yet they don't, go to church. I'm not understanding. So it was a shocker to me that the only people you see in the church in Spain, especially the Catholic church, are old people. And the Africans is the ones that will fill the church as usual. Yeah, that was the first shocker of my life when I came to Spain. Okay, the second one is that, when you come, you have to do the document work that you have brought your wife. She's now here, going to offices and all that. I discovered that Spanish people, they are not in a hurry. Yeah, they are not in a hurry. So if you want to go for an appointment, they keep to time. But when you get to the appointment, they are not in a hurry. The person that is, before you, they will attend to the person very well. Then nothing like, coming from a country that we're always busy. We want to do this thing and leave. Even in shops, you want to attend to this person, attend to this, so that you don't miss any customer. Here, for where you want to give them money to buy their things. But if you cannot wait for them to attend to the person before you go, they will not call you back. They are not in a hurry at all. So if you have an appointment, just relax. Then the worst is when you meet maybe a middle age. They will finish and they'll be talking. That's part of the attending to their customer. If you go to a bank, for example, the person will do whatever the person came to do, and they are talking about something. If you like, cough, clear your throat. If you like, stamp on this so that they will not talk to you until they finish. Then when they finish, they will not say, hola. You don't have a choice now. You have to behave yourself. So that one is the one I'm also trying to get used to. They are not in a hurry. And that takes me to the third one. They go for lunch break. Yeah? They go for lunch break by 1 o'clock. Okay? So if you have an appointment, let's say 2 appointments, and you go to the first one and they waste that kind of time, and you go to the second one, they waste that kind of time. So if you have like 3, that you miss the third one, because by the time you finish with these 2, the third people, they must have gone for break. So you have to wait. So they go for lunch break. And this also affects the children. The children come back, for lunch by 1 and get back to school by 3. You can imagine if you're a mother, you take your children to school by 9, then you go to school to bring them back by 1, then by 3 you take them back, then you bring them back by 5. Even though they make provision for the children to eat, but they make the money, it's very expensive. Unless the government is helping you. If you're not helping you, it's like you're earning your salary and giving them half of your salary. So most parents, if you go there, it's just few children that you see in school. Most parents, prefer their children to come back, since they have food at home. So they have their lunch break by 1. It's not something I'm used to. In Africa, in Nigeria, where I come from, there's nothing like break. Okay, the only thing remaining for us is to work on Sunday. Okay, all through without break, because we are looking for money. But there are shops that are open. Any shop that you see that's open, no, there is an African shop or an immigrant, maybe Morocco, India. But as long as it's Spanish, they must go for break. They don't care, because I discovered that they work to live. Some people misunderstand it as laziness. No, they understand life. They understand that at some point you're going to die. So why can't you why can't you rest your body? It's a good thing for them, because obviously their economy is improving by the day, even though they are resting, and they live long. If you ever come to Spain and see their old people, they are very strong. You cannot see an old woman come in and say, let me help you. She will not even answer, you're an old man. They go shopping by themselves. They're actually very strong. So this is part of the way I feel they take care of themselves. They go for lunch break by 1, and they return by 5. Some of them don't go back. Some go back. Yeah. The third one is both the rich and the poor. Spain, they value their coins. Everybody, let me say 99% of people, we have joined them now. You have your wallet where you keep your documents and your notes. Then you have a separate bag where you keep your coins. So they value their coins a lot. And if you go to supermarkets, it's difficult to see something that is €1. You see 99 cents. You see 45 centimo. You see €1, 45 centimo. €1, 99 centimo. So the coins is valid. So coming from a country that, I can't remember the last time we talked about coins in my country, but here they value their coins even to the 1 centimo. If you go, maybe you went to a cafeteria with your boss, right? And you tell your boss, and you don't have coins, and you tell your boss, please give me coins, and later I'll give you back. He will give you, but you must give him back, because it's his money. That's how much they value coins. Yeah, I've experienced that kind of thing. It's only Africans that maybe give you coins and say, don't worry. He's the typical Spanish guy. If he gives you, you will return it. If you give him, he will return it because it is part of the money. So it was very strange to me that a country like this that is supposedly supposed to be better than Africa, that the citizens value coins a lot. Okay, that's another shocker. The last but not the least is I came to Spain, and one of their eating culture is this. There's this long, I'll find the picture and put it here. There's this long bread, we call it pan. That's the way we drink water. If you're bringing water, you're bringing the pan, because they take it like it's a routine. Whenever they eat, they eat with that, pan. And when I came, I was like, what does this pan even, what does this bread even give them? But with time now, I'm beginning to, like it. They cannot, both their breakfast, their lunch, if you go to restaurant, that is part of their meal. So guys, yeah, some of the things that shocked me when I came to Spain, I'm beginning to adjust, like I said, with the bread and the not wasting of time. They're not in a hurry. It's something I was born with, and coupled with the fact that you have a lot of responsibility, as a parent, you have to catch up with a lot of things at the same time. I'm always in a hurry to do things, but when you go to appointment, they will just tell you, the attitude will make you to be calming down. So I'm trying to get used to those kind of thing. Yeah, guys, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate. Please leave your comments and don't forget to thumbs up. I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.